Alright, in light of the wonderful, poopy, rainy weather today, figured I'll just do a forge video update. It's been a while since I've melted anything. My last crucible here completely gave itself out on the second melt attempt. While my friend was here, we tried to pour his Superman S. So he made this one. We're going to try to add to it or save it and use it with sand and get a few more ideas for it. But ultimately, the amount that I've melted so far is my initial melting, which was these and very little slag. This right here, which this weighs at least as much as these, if not more. And this was my biscuit pour from one of my last videos that I smashed in a few pieces. So that's kind of a lot. Ultimately, it'd be 5, maybe 6 biscuits. I'm going to try to refine some of that once I get some of that light salt and try to pour some out of that. I've got my next crucible on its way. It's slowly releasing some gas here. And a quick update on the forge itself. I broke the bottom, but that's okay. I could probably patch that together and live with my mistakes there. It does have a little bit of cracking kind of everywhere. That was a plastered fix that I did, so I expected that to flake away. Didn't do too good of a mix on it, which is this here. This is my patch job. It'll flake away, I'm sure, over time. The more I hit it and smack into it, I'll break pieces off, but very sturdy so far. These cracks are not that deep. There's some steel wire exposed there too. So ultimately, it's held in there pretty good. The bottom, the air inlet is a little bit damaged, but that's okay. This is the first one, and it's already done great for 3 times. That's made me happy. It's already paid for itself, in my opinion. It's really cheap to remake, and I'm looking forward to making another one. Someday soon, I will dig this pit down a foot or 2 feet deep and probably shrink it. So someday I can use my giant 1/4-inch crucible in there to melt like big copper stuff or whatever else I want to do in bulk. It's a little overkill, obviously, for my needs. You know, it is the size up to my knee right here. So yeah, I won't have that much metal for a very long time, but these are some low tanks that will be turned into crucibles someday. I'm pretty sure that these will work for a while. Once this one here is done draining, I'm hopefully going to cut it today after I fill it with water and whatnot. But the propane tank I felt was really good. It's just that I had put, let's see if I still have it in here hidden somewhere. Yeah. Actually, I better keep this out. The quick shit cover. The propane tank did hold in good. It's just that when I put my heat sink in there, it was already red hot. And guess what? I put the heat sink upside down. So the pointy ends, I imagine, are what made these little holes right here. There it goes. There's 1, I think there's 3. There's 2 and 3. Yeah. Okay, they're all right here. 1, 2. Is it a 4th one? Whatever. So, and it's actually really clean inside. That's not much. It's not much slag at all. I think it's kind of clean. I mean, it's not perfect in there, but it's like kind of, I don't know, tolerable, whatever you want to call it. I had an idea though. Maybe for shits and giggles, I will plug these holes with some stainless steel wide head self-tapping screws and see what happens. I mean, possibly if I have any steel, some pieces of steel laying around that I can find, like flat steel. I got tons of shit in here, but if I can wrestle a small piece of flat steel, little pieces of steel I can put inside of there and drill through with a self-tapping screw through these holes, maybe it'll make kind of a ghetto seal, and I can reuse this 1 to 2 more times. It's thick wall. It's not bad. But my other crucible that I'm hoping to weld up soon is going to be 1/8 inch steel. So it's not going to be that thick. It's going to be, you know, pretty thick. It'll be at least double the thickness of that. And 1/8 inch steel, at least for melting aluminum for what I'm doing with it. I'm definitely getting ready to make some fishing weights. I'm going to make those feeder type of weights. So I'm going to make a form or a mold for these, either out of plaster or clay, something maybe reusable. I mean, I can do sand and foam, but then I'll be using foam and melting foam. So I'm going to try a couple different methods and see which one's going to work out, and then I guess from there I'll post my videos of doing it.